Good morning or afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, depending on where you are or when you're listening to this. Today I am reporting to you from the beautiful Cassowary Coast in tropical North Queensland. I'm up here in Mission Beach for work. I've probably got about another week or two left here, but if you've never been up into this neck of the woods, I'd highly recommend it. It is an absolutely bloody stunning part of the world, which is why I'm down here recording this, so you can showcase this beauty. Today it's the 25th of November, and I'm not sure when I'm going to be posting this because I'm going to record a few more videos before I do, just so I can bring more consistent content. I've been writing a fair bit, been thinking a shitload as I always do, yeah, I just want to bring in as much to you guys as I can. But it's also very fitting that I start this part of my journey up here, as I was born about 2 hours north of here in Cairns. This is my motherland, and this is where my story truly began, and this is where my story started to unfold. So, speaking of journeys, the point of this video is to begin a new part of my journey. Being up here is helping me solidify this new path, and I would love to bring you all along with me. So, with your permission, I'd love for you to jump in on this crazy ride with me. I promise that it is going to be bloody exciting. This part of my story is going to require me to be a lot more open and honest with you guys, but also, and more importantly, with myself. I'll share with you the trials and tribulations, the victories and learnings, the highs, and once again, more importantly, the lows. It is within the challenging parts of my story that I have had the greatest learnings. When standing up to adversity, that is when I have learnt the most about me and who I am as a person. My story is a very unique one, and because of that uniqueness, I've grown into a very unique individual. But in saying that, you are also unique, and your journey is also unique. That's what makes this reality so beautiful. Our connection and existence as a race of nearly 8 billion unique stories, 7 billion, sorry, all coming together as one on this giant rock in something that we call the human experience. As we go down this road together, I'll be sharing more of me than I have in the past. I'll be using these videos as a journal of sorts, and to that, a form of therapy, as I get to speak out about the feelings, thoughts, and emotions that are within my being. I'll give you more insights into the challenges I've faced that has gotten me here in front of you right now. I will share with more openness the happenings that are going on inside this beautiful mind of mine. By me doing this and sharing myself in such a raw form, by being vulnerable and by showing my connections to my divine feminine and my divine masculine, I truly hope that it is going to give others the strength to do the same. I've said it before, and I'll say it until my very last breath. Vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness. What I would also love to share with the world is what I've learnt along this crazy pinball game that I call life. As my balls crash into things, all the pretty colours, sounds, the free games, and the times when the balls go straight through the middle of your bumpers and there's nothing that you can do about it. But that's enough about my balls for now. Not only will this be a philosophical insight into my life and learnings, I also plan on giving some social commentary on the happenings of the world. It is a crazy place and something that I generally view from the sidelines, choosing not to partake in in most of the bullshit that happens. But I do observe, and I see the pain and division that is flooding through our society. Across the globe, we are losing faith within the key pillars of society. The fundamental building blocks that have shaped us into who we are today. Corruption that is rife within our politicians, gross abuse of power from our police force and councillors, and a judicial system that lets people who are committing heinous crimes to walk free. An education system that needs to be rebuilt as it is failing so many of our children. A healthcare system that favours the rich and is in itself fucking corrupt. But more on my aspiring political career later. Further to the civil unrest that is unfolding before our very eyes, I will be sharing with you the beautiful word art that I come across, whether it be a snapshot of Shakespeare, once more into the breach, dear friends, or a poem or sonnet that caught my eye. Or most commonly, it will be a line of text from a book that I'm reading, some of my own quotes, or from the gurus that have come into my life, and none more so than my friend, my brother and mentor, Steve. As my balls roll around in this pinball machine, I've had many beautiful experiences with many beautiful souls. But I've also had many experiences that have nearly broken me, ones that I almost did not survive. So I'll also share these moments with you, the ones that nearly broke me. I will share my thoughts on suicide, the moments that very nearly broke me, where I was pushed to the very limits of my own existence. I will share how being broken down has allowed me to rebuild on a stronger foundation, and how that even within weakness, there is strength. I've most certainly won and lost many times, but from each of those experiences, what I have done is learnt about others, learnt about life, and most importantly, I've learned about myself. Discovering who I am, why the way I am the way that I am, and what I am here for has been a very humbling and beautiful experience. And I would love to be able to use that experience to give others the tools to be able to do just the same. I can give you the hammer, but I can't swing it for you. If you come down this rabbit hole with me, I can promise you that you will find a stronger connection to self. That is self with a capital S. That is who you are at the core of your being, at the creative source of your own existence. I won't promise you that it's going to be easy, because it won't be. You're going to have moments of dread as you realize the consequences of past actions. It is also not going to be a quick journey. It will literally be the longest thing that you will ever know, as it's going to be a lifelong journey. But I will promise you this: as you climb this proverbial mountain, as you ascend to the multiple plateaus along your own path, you will have wondrous and beautiful views as you stop and reflect back at the valley from where you once came. This isn't about self-improvement. This is much greater than that. This is about discovering who you truly are, who you were destined to be. This world that we're living in is getting crazier and weirder by the minute, and it seems to be accelerating into that descent into absurdity. That is why I am doing this. That is why I am putting my heart and soul into this. As we move forward into the future, technology is going to be changing us and the way that we live. I love technology and what it can do for all of humanity, but with all of the benefits that it will bring, it will also disconnect us further and faster from who we are and what makes us human. Technology is advancing a lot faster than most of us can even comprehend. Where we're going to be, even by the end of this decade, is simply absurd. We need to band together as humans, as a connected consciousness, so that we can traverse the aforementioned impending absurdity. As we progress, our conscious fields will be unified, as they once were before we came into this reality. We, as a civilization, are now bridging the gap between science and spirituality, and this is another topic that I intend on sharing with the world. We are at a very vital tipping point within the timeline of our human existence, and if we don't come together, then that tipping point, I truly believe, will lead us down to the destruction of humans as we know it. It has happened before on this planet, and it most certainly can happen again. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Samuel Mark Stolberg, formerly known as Samuel Mark Kinbacker, and this is the new beginning of my story. I am ready to make an impact. Are you? Signing off for now. Until next time, please don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, or if you think this message is worthy of being shared, please share. Doing those things helps the algorithm and appeases our AI overlords. As always, signing off from beautiful Mission Beach. Until next time, much love and namaste.